I wish that there was like confetti and zip lining happening live to celebrate the start of this webinar. I don't even know how we would pick because there's so many things as we went through the presentation I saw that are so exciting. Good morning, good afternoon, amazing spoiled agents from across Canada. Welcome. We're so excited to talk to you today about a phenomenal destination, and we have a special guest. So I'm Sabrina with Spoiled Agent. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I have the lovely Denise Graham, who is the account manager with Experience Kissimmee. And along with us, Shannon Serventi, who's the director of sales with Rental Resorts. How are you doing today, Denise?
Very good. Thank you for having us today.
Fantastic. How are you? Shannon, where are you right now?
I'm doing great. I am here in Kissimmee, Florida.
Oh, I'm so jealous. You know, I tried to make myself like brighter and more exciting. So I put this like pink heart on, but it's great. My shirt is what it looks like outside. And I'm dreaming of thinking, I was telling you, I'm going to talk to Disney and Florida and Kissimmee expert very soon to see if we can't do something for the kids. This is their dream. So I'm excited to learn more. I know all the agents are so excited as well to learn more and upgrade their knowledge. And it's a big conversation, vacation homes and the different types of accommodations. When you have multi-gen families and people that want to have this type of accommodations, it's so fantastic in such a beautiful destination. So I'm excited to get into this. I won't talk very long, just a few housekeeping notes as always. Please use the chat box for the oohs and the ahs. There's going to be lots, I'm sure. And then the questions, please do put those in the Q&A box. They often get buried in the chat. Now you have two experts here. Denise, who's everything for the entire destination, of course. You're super pro expert based here in Canada. And then you've also got Shannon, who's there in destination in Kissimmee, and she's the director of sales with Rental Resorts. So please ask away because that's how you learn, and we love it. There is a prize today. Would you like to say what that is, Denise?
We have a fantastic goodie bag, care of Experience Kissimmee, and then we're also going to throw in a Visa $50 prepaid gift card.
Oh, perfect. So you can use it towards your air fare, or some flip-flops to go to Kissimmee. I think it's perfect.
There you go.
So anyone who stays onto the webinar until the Q&A portion, we will be entering you into this draw, and that will be announced. It's a random draw that will be announced by Friday at the latest. If you are on Facebook and only on Facebook, please just share your email. If you're here on Zoom, we have your name, your address, everything. Of course, this is recorded, so you can refer back to it to talk to your clients about this fantastic destination and offerings. And it will be posted on the Experience Kissimmee page on Spoiled Agent. We'll send through all the links. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be amazed. I'll let you take it away, Denise.
That's great. Thank you, Sabrina. So welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm so pleased to have Rental Resorts join us today. So we'll get started with the presentation. Many of you know me. My name is Denise Graham, and I'm the account director in Canada for Experience Kissimmee. And my contact information, if you don't already have it, is on the screen. So please feel free to reach out anytime if I can be of any of assistance. So I thought we'd start with a quick little video on Kissimmee, the big, bold heart of Florida, and then we'll take it from there.
When a vacation feels perfect, a funny thing happens.
Something special is going down.
You give into it. Every day, plans get bigger.
It's a Kissimmee thing.
When it happens, you feel this incredible connection with family, with friends, with a hidden desire, or a buried dream. Now imagine experiencing this rush in a land that sees you're big and bold.
It doesn't get much bigger.
Big as our attractions, our escapes, our natural splendor shining and stretching out to the horizon. Bold is our spirit, our joy rising to the moment, rising to form a bond you'll never forget.
Welcome to Kissimmee, the big, bold heart of Florida.
Welcome to more than special. Welcome to Kissimmee,
the big, bold heart of Florida.
Kissimmee, the big, bold heart of Florida.
I thought we'd get started with the lift that we have into the destination, and I actually had to write it all down because we have so much great lift into the destination. Visitation actually for this past winter, so November through April 30th, which just was recently completed, we're actually up 13% in arrivals versus 2019. So thanks to your continued support, Canadians are still flocking to the destination, and we can't thank you enough. So of course, as many of you know, there's Air Canada and Air Canada Rouge. I mean, they have up to 4 flights a day from Toronto into Orlando, and Montreal up to 3 flights a day. And then of course, they're connectors year round from over 50 gateways across the country. Air Transat, they have daily flights from Montreal and 1 flight a week from Quebec City, and that's through the spring and summer. We also have Canada Jetlines, which is sort of the new kid on the block. They have up to 3 flights a week from Toronto, and they also have 2 flights a week from Halifax. So that's great for anyone who's tuned in from Atlantic Canada. Porter Airlines with their new Embraer aircraft, they have 1 flight daily from both Toronto and Ottawa, which is fantastic. And then of course, WestJet Vacations. They have direct service year round from Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto, Halifax, and St. John's, Newfoundland. And then of course, in the winter, they have other gateways as well. So fantastic lift into the destination. So many options for all of you from across the country. So I thought I'd start with a little map of the destination to give you a lay of the land. So of course, first of all, we have Orlando International Airport, just over to the right of the screen there. The next arrow is of course Walt Disney World Resort. And then we have Universal Orlando Resort. And then a little further down, we have SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment. And then the 192, I like to call it our main drag. So that's the Earl Bronson Memorial Highway. It's where you'll find our Margaritaville Resort Orlando, which we'll cover in a minute. Don't let the name fool you. It is in Kissimmee, even though it has the name Orlando in it. This sort of the hollow, not to scale, but the hollow red sort of circle that I have there is really the main Kissimmee area. And the 192, the Earl Bronson Memorial Highway, for those of you who are not aware, Earl Bronson was actually a rancher and a politician in the area, and he actually sold a big portion of his cattle ranch to where now Walt Disney World Resort sits. So to commemorate him for bringing really tourism into the area, they renamed the 192 highway the Earl Bronson Memorial Highway. And then, of course, the vacation home product, which we're going to cover today, is sort of in this general area that you can see on the screen. So you're about 20 minutes from Walt Disney World Resort. So of course, we know the main draw in Central Florida is the world famous theme park. So of course, you've got Walt Disney World Resort with their 4 theme parks and 2 water parks. And for those of you who are not aware, the All-Star Resorts, the original value properties, the All-Star Music, movies, and sports, they actually fall in Kissimmee. So we're okay if we book those, but today we're going to concentrate on those rental resorts. And then we have lots of other things to see and do in the area as well. And then of course, you have Universal Orlando Resort with their 3 theme parks. So 2 theme parks, 1 water park, and coming next year, I'm sure you've all heard, their new Epic theme park, which is scheduled to open. No date yet set, but in 2025. And then, of course, SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment. So you've got SeaWorld, which is a park that's near and dear to my heart. Aquatica, which is their water park, and then Discovery Cove, which I think is like spending a day in the Tahiti for the day. And a great place to spend your last day because you can relax. It's all inclusive, all you can eat, all you can drink. You can snorkel, you can swim with the dolphins. It's a great alternative as well. And then, of course, we're known for our nature-based outdoor activities. So everything from airboat rides. We're actually the headwaters of the Florida Everglades. So you can do an airboat tour. You can do a hot air balloon ride at sunrise and sort of get a lay of the land from high up above. We have bass fishing. We have zip lining and tree trekking. We have bicycle tours of Celebration, which is the town that Disney built and highly, highly recommended. And then we also have paddle boarding and kayaking on Shingle Creek. So lots of nature-based outdoor activities right in our own backyard. And then for any avid golfers, it's a year-round destination for golf. We have 12 18-hole golf courses right in our own backyard. I think within Orlando and Kissimmee, so Orange County and Osceola County, there are 22 golf courses. But in our own backyard, we have 12 that we concentrate on. And there's everything for all skills and levels, everything from beginners up to professionals. And it's funny, when I speak to golfers, they say they play 2 rounds of 18 every day. So lots of choices for those golfers coming into Kissimmee. And then when it comes to accommodation, we really have everything from family favorite hotels to vacation homes, something for every budget and every style. We have hotels and resorts, and today we'll cover Margaritaville. And then we have a lot of that vacation home product as well, which is available through rental resorts. So we're going to start off first with Margaritaville. So I've got a little map here as well. And as you can see with the red star, this is where Margaritaville Resort Orlando is located. It is in Osceola County, so it is in Kissimmee. And as you can see, you are less than 10 minutes from the Walt Disney World theme parks. So great location. So Shannon, you can jump in anytime you want here, but really Margaritaville Resort Orlando, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, it opened in January of 2018. So that was the original resort. And it's funny because when I started with Kissimmee back in 2016, we would drive up and down and there was like a bulldozer on a mound of dirt and they'd say, this is where Margaritaville Resort is going. And it's just fantastic to see this area develop into what it is today. So it is the original hotel. It's got a real tropical themed island ambiance, real Jimmy Buffett kind of fare and flair, really top-notch luxury. All of the rooms are Ethan Allen decorated, which all of Canadians should know is a Canadian designer. They have now 265 guest rooms. You can have either 1 king size or 2 queen size beds. They have a fantastic restaurant called Euphoria Fish House Restaurant and Bar, where they have live entertainment in the evenings as well. And for those that are just looking for a grab and go, there's Provisions Marketplace. It's great. You can pick up a bottle of wine in the evening. You can get your coffee and your breakfast sandwiches in the morning. So a great sort of grab and go right in the lobby area. And then, of course, an area that I love is the Salty Rim Bar and Grill right around the pool. And they also have live entertainment every day by the pool. So it's a great ambiance there as well. And then, of course, right at the main entrance to Margaritaville Resort is what I like to call a mini Disney Springs. So it's called the Promenade at Sunset Walk. And this is where you'll find shops and restaurants and lots of great entertainment in the evening as well. And then there's also the Island H2O Water Park, which is great for anyone that's interested in going to a close by water park right at the main entrance of Margaritaville as well. And if I'm not mistaken, Shannon, I believe that people, any guests that are staying on site at Margaritaville will also receive a reduced admission to attend to go to the theme park, to the water park. Is that correct?
Yes, they can visit our concierge desk in the lobby and they will be able to get a percentage discount off of their tickets for Island H2O Water Park. And I also wanted to mention as well that we do have a full service spa on site too. Saint Somewhere Spa offers anything from massages to IV treatments. So there's lots of opportunities there to relax.
Yeah, it is a great spa, actually. I took a bunch of partners there for Galentine's Day in February of 2020, just before the pandemic hit. And we spent a day at the spa. It is an amazing spa for sure. And then a great fitness center there as well. They actually have to the side as well, when you get into the cottages, which we're going to cover in a minute as well, they have a leashless dog park, which is called Margaritaville. So great for anyone that's driving down and want to bring Fluffy with them. It's a great for pets as well. And then best of all is that they have a free shuttle service to all of the world famous theme parks. They really just need to get themselves to the lobby. And I think they make arrangements to get on the shuttle in advance, if I'm not mistaken, from concierge again. Correct, Shannon?
Yes, that's correct.
Great. Thank you. So far, so good. Oh, I'm not doing too badly.
You're doing great.
There we go. Thank you. So now I thought we would just show a little video. It's about 30 seconds on the Margaritaville Resort Orlando. That's a great little video just on Margaritaville. And then we're going to move along to the newest section of the Margaritaville Resort, which are these new fantastic villas. So these are like townhouse style. They range in size from 2 to 4 bedroom villas, so up to 10 people. So for anyone who maybe a house is too large or they don't have as many people, smaller families, they're great with going to the main pool at Margaritaville area and using that area. This is a good option for them as well. You use the facilities throughout the entire resort. They have a complimentary shuttle service that will take you to the main area or up to the main lobby as well. And then again, you have that free shuttle service still available to all of the world famous theme parks. Shannon, when did this area, this section, actually open?
This section just opened last year, and it is across the waterway that's kind of in the middle of the complex from the main resort, but the villa's guests have access to several neighborhood swimming pools that are right there in the villa's section, as well as all of the resort amenities at the main resort location too.
Fantastic. Great. Thank you. And then next we have the cottages, which sell very well in the Canadian market. So these are like vacation homes, but we call them cottages because it's Margaritaville. So they range in size from cozy 1-bedrooms up to as large as 8-bedroom cottages. They have margarita makers in all of the units. The homes that actually surround the water, which I'll show you a map in just a moment, though that's where you're going to find homes that include a smaller plunge pool as well. So if you're in the center on sort of a side street, you might have a hot tub or just a backyard with patio furniture. But if you are looking for a small private plunge pool, that's where you will find those homes surrounding the water. There's always a main floor master bedroom, so great for multi-generational families that maybe have mom and dad or grandma and grandpa traveling. They don't have to worry about stairs. There's always a first floor master bedroom. All of the cottages include all appliances, including a washer and dryer. So really there is no need for daily maid service, but we can certainly do that if that's what the clients are looking for. They just pay an additional fee. So whether it's daily housekeeping and they pay daily for housekeeping, they do their own laundry, or when I stayed there with a group in April last year, we actually did what's known as a midweek refresh, where they take out the garbage, they change the towels and the sheets on the bed, and it sort of breaks up the week for your clients as well. But you are staying in a home, so you're on your own unless you want those extra services arranged as well. And then of course the free shuttle service, because you are part of Margaritaville, to all of the world famous theme parks. So far so good, Shannon?
Of course, you're doing
Thank
great.
you. Thank you. I've stayed there a few times, so hopefully I know what I'm talking about. All right, now I have just a little video on the cottages section. So that is the cottages. Anything to share that I missed on Margaritaville before we move on, Shannon?
Yeah, so Margaritaville, we do have the intra-resort shuttle options as well here at Margaritaville, just in case a guest is staying at the cottages or the villas and they need transportation up to the resort lobby in order to catch those complimentary shuttles to the theme parks. We do have that available. We have a phone number posted in each one of the units that the guest can call and request that.
Fantastic, thank you. And then so excited for this new property. It's literally right next door to the Margaritaville Resort Orlando, and it's the Embassy Suites by Hilton Orlando Sunset Walk. It is the first of its kind for the Embassy Suites chain, because not only is it a suite, but they have been built as studios, 1- and 2-bedroom units. So again, for anyone who's looking to save on breakfast in the morning or having snacks at night, a little extra space than a hotel room, this is an amazing option. Guests at Margaritaville Resort can use the facilities at Embassy Suites and vice versa, but anyone at Margaritaville does not get the free made-to-order breakfast daily, including hot omelets and bacon and oatmeal and fresh fruit and everything. And then they also have the complimentary evening cocktail reception with snacks. So anyone staying within Embassy Suites will get all of that and can use all the facilities at Margaritaville. Margaritaville can use the facilities here, but just don't get the food and the complimentary evening cocktail reception. Literally, if you look at the top picture on the left-hand side, you can see the main building of Margaritaville. And it's really like a pathway that separates the two pools. Like they are very, very close. You could take a shuttle, but you don't need to. If you're in the pool area, you can easily get between the two resorts. And then just down at the bottom, that is one of the studio suites to give you an idea of what they look like. So you've got the Murphy bed that pulls down from the wall, and then a pull-out couch as well. So it can easily fit a family of 4, and then a small kitchen off to the side as well. So it is 5 buildings, I believe, in total. 2 of them are fully operational right now, so it is opened, and they're hoping for a full opening by fall 2024. So I'm going to show you in a video in just a moment. It's actually from July last year when they started building the property, so it doesn't look like a construction site anymore. All of the buildings are fully done, it's fully operational, and it's really just the insides that they're working on now on the remaining 3 buildings, right? So I'm going to show you this fantastic, love this video on the Embassy Suites by Hilton, and it actually covers a lot of the promenade at Sunset Walk, the mini Disney Springs that I was speaking about. So here's the little video.
Oh, my favorite color.
So a fantastic new property. So excited to have it right in Kissimmee. So just to run over sort of a lay of the land on all of that hotel product and cottages that we've just covered. This is sort of a map of the entire area. So we started with Margaritaville Resort Orlando. I like to say the original, but I mean, it's only 6 years old, but that's Margaritaville there. And then the new villas that range in size from 2 to 4 bedrooms, as you can see, and as Shannon mentioned, is sort of at the back end of the lake around the property. So that's where you'll find those townhouse 2 to 4 bedroom villas. And then the cottages are all in this area over here to the right. The new Embassy Suites we just covered is literally right next door. And then you have the Island H2O Water Park right at the entrance of the resort. And then Sunset Walk filled with shops and entertainment and live entertainment in the evening. And restaurants, fantastic. Estefan's Kitchen, still one of my favorites, which you'll find in Sunset Walk. And then just to the left of the Embassy Suites, there's a fantastic plaza that has a super Target. So for anyone staying in the cottages, you can get all of your groceries. There's like a liquor store right at the main entrance. You can stock up and fill the fridge. There's a Ross Dress for Less. There's a TJ Maxx. There's an Olive Garden for anyone who wants to go out for dinner there as well. So, and that's like literally easy walk from the Margaritaville Resort Orlando. So now we're going to move along just a little bit further down from where the area that we just covered is a fantastic new property called the Spectrum Resort Orlando. So as you can see, the image to the left with all of the family going in towards the pool, that's the main sort of area where you check in. And these are 3, 4, and 5 bedroom condo style accommodation. You can see the pictures on the lower level, they look exactly like that. I actually want one of those couches. Every time I go there, I have to sit on that couch. But they are beautiful, beautiful condo style living. And then just at the main entrance of this area, they also have townhouses, which you can see the townhouse units with a driveway and a garage, similar to what you would find here as well. And those are all 3 bedroom townhouses. So you have the option of the 2 types of accommodation at this resort. They're ultra spacious. They're very modern. As you can see, they just opened during the pandemic, so they're very, very new. You can use all of the facilities at the Reunion Resort, including their water park and the golf courses. And that's very important. Reunion Resort has 3 18-hole championship golf courses, and you have to be staying within the resort or with rental resorts in order to take advantage of golfing at these 3 golf courses. It's very important as well when we get onto this vacation home product. A lot of homeowners may put a home or their home up on VRBO or Airbnb or that sort of thing, but they are not going to get used to all of the facilities at Reunion Resort. They're going to have to pay to use the water park. So these are extra added value features if you book through rental resorts. And then of course, clients just need to make their way with the free resort shuttle over to the main lobby at Reunion Resort to take advantage of the free shuttle service to the Walt Disney World theme parks. So a great option again for those smaller families and brand spanking new. They're gorgeous. Anything to add there, Shannon?
Yeah, so the Spectrum Clubhouse is actually going to be the check-in location for not only the Spectrum Resort guests through rental, but also the rental guests who are staying at Bears Den as well. So it is one centralized check-in location for both resorts, Spectrum and Bears Den.
Perfect. And we'll cover Bears Den in just a second, which are the luxurious mansions. So now I just have a little video, I think, on Spectrum Resorts. Okay, next up we have Encore Resort at Reunion. This is the best of both worlds. So you check in very much like you're checking in at a hotel, but you're actually staying in a private vacation home and all have a private swimming pool. They range in size from 4 bedrooms up to as large as 13 bedrooms. And 9 times out of 10, every single one of those bedrooms has its own bathroom as well. The clubhouse, which is where you check in, they have a fantastic restaurant and lounge, Finn's Restaurant and the Shark Lounge. There's a great water park, so if kids can play with other kids, there's water slides and interactive kids area. There's cabana rentals. There's the Bisque Grill there as well. There's also a grab and go area right in that clubhouse for clients that want to get coffee in the morning. There's a fitness center. They arrange daily activities as well. And again, they have a free shuttle service to all of the world famous theme parks. Clients just need to get themselves to that clubhouse. And I think it's important, and correct me if I'm wrong, Shannon, but in order for someone to, so this is in a gated community, so every single house is a rental. So you don't have to worry about someone living next door and you're splashing around in the pool at 11 o'clock at night. The neighbors are probably doing the same thing. Everyone is a rental. And in order for a family to actually buy a house and put it into the rental pool, they only have a choice of, I think, 1 of 3 decor choices. So although the color palette might change, the quality or the standard of the home is the same. So you don't have to worry that, oh, my house looks better than this house, or my house looks like grandma's house, or that sort of thing. It's the same great quality and standard throughout when you put your home for rent through rental resorts.
Yes,
And
we
now-
have, even though it's individual owners for each of the homes that are part of our program, we do require the homeowner to use our approved furniture and decoration vendors. So there is that consistent level of quality that is in every single one of our homes that we manage here. And there are, since the pandemic, there are a handful of homes in Encore Resort that are lived in on a regular basis. However, like Denise said, the vast majority of them are all rentals. And one of the key things with Encore Resort is that there's only 2 approved rental companies, and Rental Resorts is one of them. So.
Right. And the good thing with all of this product is that when you're, and we'll cover it in just a minute, when you go to rentalresorts.com to book, say for instance, your clients are looking for a 13-bedroom home. You punch in the dates and a 13-bedroom, and the addresses or the homes that are available in that size of a home come up by address. I find a lot of times, and I know agents ask me, I think I would close the sale more if they could actually see what it looked like. So when you go there, you'll actually see the address and actual individual pictures of every single house that is within the rental pool with Rental Resorts. So keep that in mind when you're also looking to book your vacation homes. And now I have a little video on Encore Resort at Reunion. And then we'll move along to the Bears Den Resort Orlando. Again, don't let these names fool you. They're all in Kissimmee. It's just easier to sell because of course you're flying into Orlando, but these are all in the Reunion Resort in Kissimmee in Osceola County. And we just want to make sure, so we are a privately funded tourism board. So we want to make sure that when your clients come to Central Florida, that they stay with us in Osceola County, because a percentage of that bed tax comes back to us, which allows us to market the destination around the world. And we're actually in 14 international markets now. So very important. Think of Kissimmee when your clients are coming to Central Florida to visit the world famous theme parks. So the Bears Den Resort Orlando opened during the pandemic. These are gorgeous vacation homes. They actually call them luxurious mansions. So they range in size from 4 to 8 bedrooms. They all overlook a golf course at the Reunion Resort, so you don't have a neighbor behind you. They have world-class amenities, All of the homes include a private pool and they don't surcharge for heat in the cooler months here. You can use all of the facilities at the Reunion Resort again, including that water park we discussed earlier, and the 3 18-hole championship golf courses. So if you even have golfers that are going down, I mean, why not take a 4-bedroom home? They can do barbecues in the evening. They all have their own bedroom with their own bathroom, and it's just for that higher end clientele that are looking for more space when they're coming down for golfing. And then, of course, the free shuttle service to the Walt Disney World theme parks, and that's from, again, the Reunion Resort main lobby. So now I just have a little video on the Bears Den Resort. And as you saw in the video, we can also arrange things like having an executive chef come into the house. So if there's an anniversary or a birthday or a special occasion, we can arrange all of that for you as well. Many of the houses have in-house spas, not just at the Bears Den, but some of the other houses as well. And again, when you choose by address, you'll see all the pictures. Some have bowling alleys. Some have movie theaters, some have private pools with a water slide. So it really just depends on what your clients are looking for. You'll find it all by address when you are on the rental resort site. And then, of course, if they're arriving late or they want to have pre-stock their fridge before they arrive, we can arrange all of that as well for an additional charge. And now to the fun part. And this is great news. So rental resorts, you can register if you're not already by your ADA number or your CLIA number, and commission starts with the top 4 properties. So Margaritaville Resort Orlando, the Bears Den Resort Orlando, Encore Resort at Reunion, and Spectrum Resort. Those commission starts at all of those properties at 12%. And that's a combined effort based on your IATA number or your CLIA number. So the more you book, the higher your commission. So it starts at 12%. And then as you can see on the screen, the more you book, you can earn 15, 18, up to 20% commission. So no pressure, but this is where you really need to focus your efforts when clients are coming to Central Florida. And then plus, which we haven't covered yet, as a special benefit for your clients when they're booking through rental resorts, we, of course, have a fantastic resort credit for your clients. So if they're staying at the Margaritaville Resort Orlando in the hotel portion, they get a $50 resort credit. So they can use it at the Euphoria restaurant or at the Salty Rim bar, at the gift shop, wherever they want. And then, of course, there's also a resort credit for the vacation home product. So whether it's the cottages, the Encore Resort at Reunion, or the Bears Den or Spectrum Resort, it's a $75 resort credit. So again, your clients get all these extra added benefits when you book through rental resorts. Am I right, Shannon?
Yes, and I do want to add, some of you are probably saying, well, there's a resort missing from this list, and it's the Embassy Suites. And in answer to that, because the Embassy Suites is a Hilton brand, it follows the Hilton commission structure for travel agents, and you are actually able to book through the Hilton travel agent portal for that particular property. So that's why.
Great, thank you. And what I'll do following, so before the end of the week, when we choose the prize winner, draw for the prize, is I will actually send you a summary of all this as well with the information on how to book not just these properties, but also that brand new Embassy Suites, Orlando at Sunset Walk. So thank you for that, Shannon.
course.
And then lastly, we also have Real Florida Adventures. So this is a local attraction transportation company that we use in Florida. And the reason why I'm bringing them up, and you may have joined us for the webinar we did, oh, I can't remember, I think it was last fall with Real Florida Adventures. But the pickup and drop off location for anyone that doesn't have a car rental for any of these tours is Margaritaville Resort Orlando. So clients just need to get themselves there, or better yet, stay there. And then it includes the transportation. So Real Florida Adventures, they offer day tours. So you can go to Nassau Kennedy Space Center for the day. You can go swimming with the manatees at Crystal River. You can spend a day on the beach at Clearwater. I mean, we want you to stay in Kissimmee, but you know, there's other places of Florida to see. So if you don't have a car rental, no arguing in the car. You basically just go to the main lobby of Margaritaville Resort, and that includes your transportation as well. And then, of course, hopefully you all know about our spoiled agent offers just for you. So not only is Real Florida Adventures on there, they have a fantastic BOGO program right now where you buy one, get one free up to a maximum of 4 people. But there are special rates on there as well for a lot of the rental resorts product as well. So if you haven't yet, please go to the Experience Kissimmee landing page on spoiledagent.com, and all of the information is there with clickable links on how to book. So one lucky winner for joining us today will win, as we mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, an Experience Kissimmee goodie bag, and then also a Visa $50 Visa prepaid gift card. So we would like to thank you for your time. And Shannon, if you'd have anything to add to that, please. I don't know if we have any questions. If Sabrina, you can see any of the questions.
Go ahead if you wanted to add anything. Yes, indeed, I can see the questions. Shannon, did you want to add anything before we go to the Q&A?
I just wanted to add my thanks as well to Denise and Sabrina for helping to put all of this together and inviting me to join in the fun. And thank you.
Of course. Okay, well, we'll get started with the Q&A. If you have to run because you can't wait to book one of these rental resorts, we forgive you, right, Shannon and Denise? But otherwise, if you are interested in learning and hearing some of these great questions, please, please, please share with us. Just put it in the Q&A and we'll stick around and answer some of those questions for you. Likewise on Facebook, and I'll get started right away. If you do have to run, that's okay. You have qualified for the prize if you've been on until this time, and good luck to all of you. So does Margaritaville offer travel agent rates? That's question number 1.
Yes, we do. They are based on availability, and obviously there will be blackout dates for holidays and those types of things. But we do, you can always email travelagent@rental.com to request specific dates with travel agent rates, and we would be able to help you.
And it's also, if you, again, as I mentioned, if you go to our spoiled agent landing page, there's an actual link for agents to click on. I actually took advantage of it myself when I went in December. And when you click on the link for Margaritaville Resort, it actually shows you the calendar with the nightly rate in the calendar box. So if you don't care when you're going, you know, you're looking for the best rate, the best bang for your buck, as they say, you can basically just go to that calendar and then book from there based on your CLIA number or your IATA number.
Okay, Denise is the best, you guys. The resources are all there for you, as she says. Thank you for making it so easy and for helping us to spoil the agents, Denise. Truly, you're a pro at that. I've put that link back in the chat for everyone to the Experience Kissimmee page on Spoiled Agents. So bookmark that and save it. How far walking distance are the 3 areas of Margaritaville?
So if you walk that loop, it's pretty much a circle. It's probably about a 15 to 20 minute walk around that entire circle. But again, we do have the intra-resort shuttle as an option as well. And then in the resort lobby of Margaritaville, we do have 6 car rental desk in addition to that. So there's lots of different options.
And literally you can walk to the water park or the promenade at Sunset Walk in less than 5 minutes.
Yes.
Like literally you see it from the main entrance of the hotel. But for anyone that wants to take the shuttle will also take them into those two areas as well and back again. And it runs on a consistent basis. If you see it there, you just hop in and they take you back to the hotel if you're down out for dinner in the evening, let's say.
Perfect. Are there resort fees at the Margaritaville properties?
Yes, there are. The majority of our resorts will have some type of a resort fee. The amount for the hotel specifically is $40 per night plus tax. The cottages and villas, the resort fee depends on the size of the cottage because it's per unit, not per person per night.
Okay, that makes sense. Next
But
question.
remember too
Oh,
that
sorry.
shuttle, that also includes the shuttle to all of the theme parks, right?
It
So that's
does.
a great value. I mean, to park your car, I think is $30 now a day to
Wow.
park at one of the Disney parks. So to have that included, and if you do have a car, you can leave it in the parking lot. There's no charge to park your car. So it's good value.
Mhm.
Yeah, and on the subject of the shuttles, Sabrina's asking, are there shuttles to theme parks scheduled and are they shared between Margaritaville and Embassy? A different Sabrina, I promise. I want to know all of it too.
I know you want to go. That's not your question.
Yes, so both the Margaritaville Resort and the Embassy Suites have the shuttle service that is on a scheduled basis. The schedule does vary depending on the season and the park hours as well. So that schedule is always available at both the front desk and the concierge desk in each of the resorts. But it is available for both of those guests, both of those
So
resorts.
it is shared. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Alrighty. At Spectrum, guests can golf for free, question mark. Are there mandatory cart fees or anything?
Yeah, so with Spectrum Resort, being that it is inside the Reunion gated community, that allows our guests to be able to book tee times at these golf courses that are within the Reunion community. Those are the, these are signature golf courses. It is an additional fee to pay to golf at these locations. And there would be additional cart fees, all of the above associated with that. And that would be through the Reunion Grand location, the Reunion Resorts Golf Pro Shop.
Okay, and can you speak to the green fees and cart costs for the Bears Den renters?
Yes, those are actually the same that the Spectrum guests would encounter. Spectrum Resort and Bears Den Resort are both within the Reunion gated community. So they are the same golf courses that both resort guests have access to. And so they would be additional fees. And it is seasonal and it varies depending on the time of year.
Okay, well, that's perfect. Okay. Questions about, I'm going to ask another question about the pups. Are dogs allowed on Bears Den properties?
Yes.
Okay.
We are pet friendly. We do have a pet fee associated, which is a deposit. And so we do have that available, but dogs are welcomed up to a certain size and a certain quantity. And then, of course, any service animals, of course, do not fall into the category that is restricted by those rules.
Makes sense. Okay, now let's talk about making sure that they can register and book you as easily as possible. So question number one, how do we identify as travel agents on the website and how is commission paid out? It says here and rate of commission, but this question came in before we saw that amazing scale you have. So perhaps that was already answered, but I guess you would just register on the website is basically how they do it, right, Shannon?
Yes, yes. So when agents are booking our resorts, they can go directly onto the resort specific website, or they can access through rentalresorts.com. And through that guest-facing booking engine, the agents would be able to book. There is a specific agent ID field that they would plug in their IATA or their CLIA number in and click apply, and then go through the rest of the booking process. And that way the travel agent ID would be associated with that reservation, and we would pay out the commission after the guest has stayed.
Okay. And if they're part of a host agency, do they register individually, or does the agency need to be who's registering first?
So we actually manage, and this is for our resorts other than the Embassy Suites, because the Embassy Suites is booking through the Hilton portal.
Mhm.
So all of our other resorts, as long as the agency is connected through TACS, TACS, that is the company that we use for processing our commission payments. And so as long as they're recognized through TACS, they will be recognized through our system.
Okay, so agency must be recognized. TAS like Sam Charlie, right?
TACS.
The other way around. Okay. Okay, to receive commission, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I've put it in the chat just because sometimes verbally there might be a confusion, especially when you have an acronym. So it's there for you, spoiled agents.
And I'll put this in the follow-up email as well with all of the
Fantastic. Of course you will, because you're the super spoiler extraordinaire that you are. I do want to say, when you're going to that Experience Kissimmee page, go there before you've got 3 more sleeps until all the prizes are happening, because it's just coming towards the end of a month-long celebration. And Denise, as always, was one of the first on board, sending her fantastic video. So you have a chance to win amazing prizes. So do go to Experience Kissimmee. I've put that in the chat. I'll throw it in once again before May 31st to enter to win that prize. And here comes again that link for you all. While I was speaking, we got a few more questions, so let's go back to that. Again, who registers on rental resorts, the host agency or individual agents?
So it can be either, and by registering on rentalresorts.com, you are registering to receive notifications of different offers. It's not necessarily to be able to book with us as a travel agent, because we do use the tax company, that system, to align the IATA and CLIA numbers with our booking platform. So registering on our website, you will then be added to the list of travel agent partners that receive all of our updates and information.
Makes
And
sense.
to track volume of business is done by IATA or CLIA number. So even though
It
you're
is done
individual
by
agents, it's done by your IATA number. And once you hit that next threshold as an organization, your commission gets bumped up.
exactly.
Very
So
good
if
to
you work
know.
together as a team, you can really build that up to the next level.
Teamwork makes the dream work. I love it. It's been a fantastic and very educational presentation. We've got so many fantastic comments on Facebook land. Thank you everyone on Facebook for joining us as well. And really, you have everything planned out and make it so easy for these agents. So I can tell immediately that these spoiled agents are going to be taking great advantage of your offerings at rental resorts and beautiful Experience Kissimmee. I love it. Any final words, Denise, from you or Shannon?
Well, I'd just like to say thank you for your support. I mean, whether you want to book direct, or I mean, a lot of the tour operators in Canada also offer some, if not all, of this product as well. So whether it's a package or a dynamic package that you're looking for, there are multiple options on how you can book this product.
Fantastic. Well, you're so welcome. Shannon, anything you'd like to add?
Definitely, and thank you. We appreciate our great partnership with Experience Kissimmee, and we look forward to having all of your clients visit us soon.
Fantastic. Well, we look forward to seeing everyone again on a beautiful Kissimmee webinar, and get on that page and get into the contest. You've got 3 more days. We wish you all good luck and a fantastic, amazing rest of your day. We hope that we're going to see you real soon. Okay. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone.